In today's video, we're going to be going over 3 different methods of how to make custom loot crates. So first off, as you know, the new 1.21 update came out. So let me get a key really quickly. The new vault block, which as I'm going to explain in a second, it has no new capabilities where I can input it and customize your own loot as of now. I'm sure there'll be a feature in the future, I just don't know how long it will be, but temporarily, while that is not a thing, I have come up with a new system, doing it my way. As I'll show later in the video, there is the typical way that you would do it, and I simplified it to make it a lot easier. So let's waste no more time and get into this video stuff. So here's all the different basic rarities, in any game. You'll have uncommon, you have common. I haven't done all these yet. We have rare, we have epic, and we have legendary crates. And then you would have randomized loot for each one. I don't know why that one's empty, but just ignore that for now. So yeah, we have each one. So for my system, I thought it would be better if you could just throw your key down and you would get your crate right then and there. And I think that would be the best system for most things. So you don't have to, travel all the way back to spawn for that, and you could just throw down your key and get it immediately. If you purchase the legendary key from the shop or whatever. So yeah, each time you get a randomized thing. So this is what I just this is one of these slices is I have 5 different shulkers here of randomized loot. Just ignore how that one's not filled. Each one of these you can get from rolling or throwing down the key. So each time is random, and the first step or for this system, you're going to need a structure block, a repeating command block, a chain command block, and you're going to need your customized shulkers. So each of these is my legendary crates. So for each one, we have to save it as, I just have it as E1 so I can make it easier for myself, so I don't have to type in legendary crate for each one, like legendary crate 1, legendary crate 2. So I would just put the item frame on the structure block, but it wasn't working for me for the first time. I put on top of grass block, and then I put an item frame, and then I put my legendary crate down, and then I saved this as my structure E1, or I just typed in E1. And then I made it a 1 by 1 by 1, and then offset of 2, and then include entities on. You don't have to put remove blocks because I don't think an item frame is a block. I don't know. And then each one I had E2, E3, E4, E5 for each different shulker. So once you put in all your crates for this, let me go to the legendary crate slice. So this is each one. So for this one, did I number this wrong? Yes, I did. Give me a second. Okay, so for each one, E1 coordinates to E1 over here. So this is E1. And then I guess you could kind of correlate it to a battleship or something. I don't know. But let's see. So this is E1. So for each one, we're gonna need. So before we do this, we want to do our typical thing of turning off the game rule of command blocks, so it doesn't give us a ton of feedback and annoy us to death. So we're going to do /game rule command block output false, and that is going to keep them from spamming the chat with filled, blocks, or cloned this block from there. So yeah. Execute unless at p score equals 1 loot or more, which is what the dots mean. Run execute at p if entity at e radius of 3 name equals uncommon key. Make sure you include these characters and just copy and paste it from the item you want. And then run scoreboard players random at P loot 1 through 5. And then it will pick one of these 5 slices. Why is it not showing the outline? It's whatever. It picks one of these 5 slices, and then it chooses it from here. So there's A1, A2, A3, A4. Each one of these is input to execute if entity at a score equals loot equals 1. So if the score equals 1, it will swap this one above in this spot. And then it will run load structure A1 above that entity named uncommon key. And then same for this one, loot 2, and then 3, 4, and 5. And then each one of these has its own structure and stuff. So yeah. Okay, next part. So the research, I just butchered that, reset score. So each time you throw one down, it resets your score, so you can do it again. So execute at P if entity at E named uncommon key run scoreboard player set at P loot 0. So it resets your score, and then this kills the entity, so it can be done again. A kill at entity name equals uncommon key. Now this is very important that you keep these characters in throughout. You want to copy and paste the name of your key. Just in case, and if you change them throughout, like you copy and paste uncommon key and you want to change it to rare or something, then you have to make sure you have the right thing in there and you don't have one of these L's or these S thingies in there. Otherwise it will mess it up because it has to be exactly the same, otherwise it won't work. So if you want this to work throughout your world, you want to go / ticking area, add circle, and then tildes for, and the name equals crates. Preload true. I'm in new chunks. I'm like 1,000. I am 1,000 blocks away. So when I throw down this key, I get it 1. So that's how ticking area works. Okay. So the typical way you've probably seen it in Skygens before, how you like put a key. I'll show you, but let me reveal it real quickly. So this is the typical way of doing it. This is by Gabby Dalla. I saw this tutorial by Gabby Dalla. I simplified it, not in the competitive way, but I simplified this to make it easier and not use redstone because I think that was a little silly, but just my personal opinion. So with this system, what happens is, let me show you in the commands, it tests for this block above it, 1 block above, and then it tests it for this coordinates right here. Now the thing I didn't know about test block is you can actually test if this has like a certain item in it. You don't have to specify what item, but if it's not the same and it has a different item in it, then it will not allow this. But if it is, you add a conditional, always active chain block to it, it'll do execute at random type equals armor stand, name equals common crate, run clone up 2 blocks above it to the chest coordinates, so it'll clone right above these uncommon crate named armor stands, and it will plop it right here. So I'm going to show you that really quickly. So you put it in, and then boom, you get your items, and it's random every time. Now this would have been a lot easier than that big chunk over there. This is the easy way of doing it, and also the typical way for a reason. Let me plop something in there. Okay, there we go. I don't like how it kicks me on the chest. It's a new bug. Plots, and people can buy their own plots if you're a Skygen or something. Check out my how to make a plot system. Thanks for watching. Bye.